Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So for the following, sketch the curve, indicate the orientation, and eliminate the parameters to get the equation involving just x and y. Okay, so what we're going to want to do here first is let's just kind of get, let's just go ahead and sketch this out so we can kind of see what's going on here. So this will be my t, this can be x, this can be y. And so our parameters are between 0 and 3. So we'll go 0, 1, 2, 3. And so let's see, I'm going to plug in t right here. So 0 minus 1, negative 1, then 0, then 1, 2. So those are my x values. Now my y values, yes, that's going to be a little bit trickier. Let's see, when I plug in 0, that one's actually kind of easy because I'll just get 3 because those go to 0. Let's see, if I plug in 1, let's see, I'll get 3 plus 2 and then minus 1. So let's see, that should give me what a 4 looks like. And then let's see, when I plug in a 2, let's see, I'll get 3 plus 2 times 2 is 4, minus 2 squared is 4. So let's see, that'll just give me a 3. And then let's see, on the last one, when I plug in a 3, let's see, I'll get 3 plus 6, and then minus 3 squared is 9. So that simplifies to 0. So that's not too bad. So let's put those ordered pairs here. So let's see, we're going to have, let's see, negative 1 up 3. So it's going to be when t equals 0. Then let's see, then we're going to have one at 0, 4, which is right here. That'll be at t equals 1. And then let's see, at 1, 3, which is right here. And then, let's see, that'll be at t equals 2. And then when t is 3, we'll have a point at 2, 0 right here. So that'll be when t equals 3. And so this will have a curve. It'll basically be like a parabola opening upside down, and we'll see that in a minute when we get the equation. And then the orientation, so the direction that we're going is well, let's do that in a different color. We're starting here and we're working our way around right there. Okay, so that takes care of the first part, sketching it and given the orientation. Now we need to eliminate the parameters to get the equation. Okay, so we need to, on one of these, solve for t. And so obviously it's going to be a lot easier to use the top one here to solve for t, because if you do the bottom one, it'd be pretty complicated. So let's not make our life harder than it has to be. So here, solving for t, I would add 1 to both sides. And so t would be equal to x plus 1. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that and substitute that in for where I have t in my other equation for y. And so then we'll come up with an equation in terms of x and y. So let's see, we're going to have y equals 3 plus 2 times x plus 1, and then minus x plus 1 squared. And so you're just going to have to be really careful with your algebra here. And so we are going to distribute the 2 here. And so let's see, we're going to get y equals 3 plus 2x plus 2. Okay, so down here, the most common mistake students will make is they try to just put this as x squared plus 1 squared, and that's incorrect, okay? So whenever you are squaring something like x squared, what is that? Well, that's x times x, right? Well, that's what this is. This is going to be x plus 1 times x plus 1. And so we're going to have to foil this. We're going to foil this. And then also another mistake students will make, you have to be careful, that negative will have to get distributed to everything after we foil it. So it's a little tedious. We just need to be careful and take our time, and then we should be okay with our algebra. So we still have this 3 plus 2x plus 2, and then minus. So we're going to FOIL this all together. So x times x is x squared, then plus x, then plus another x, and then plus 1. And you can distribute the negative now if you want, or we can kind of clean this up. We can go ahead and combine that right there. So I'll probably do that. So let's see, y equals 3 plus 2x plus 2 minus, and then x plus x, that'll give me 2x, and then plus 1. And now we're ready to distribute that negative here and kind of clean it up a little bit. So let's see, y equals 3 plus 2x plus 2 minus that x squared minus 2x and then minus 1. And then we'll see what's left. So let's see, we can knock out that plus 2x and minus 2x. Those will cancel each other out. And then we're going to want to put that negative x squared in the front. And so I've taken care of that. So the last thing we need to look at is the 3, the plus 2, and the minus 1. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Take away 1 is 4, positive 4. So plus 4. And that does it for us. And so that's going to be our equation for that. And that makes sense, once again, because the x squared is a parabola, and the negative makes it to where it opens downward, and that's kind of what we have here. We have part of a parabola, part of a parabola opening downwards right there. All right, if you have any other questions, let me know.